Hi, my name is Cherie. I'm the founder of Be Kind to All, and we're going to start taking a journey into the business case for kindness. I believe that all employees deserve to be treated as equal, and I believe that discrimination, no matter what the reason, can no longer be tolerated in business. I worked hard to fight these issues when I worked at AT&T, but I was only met with hostile work environments, retaliation, and even humiliation by my management and human resources. In fact, even after I quit, they found a way to retaliate against me. They dated the paperwork for the wrong day. So I lost my health insurance, and I didn't even know it. So I know my retaliation story is not unique, and that is the point. That is the problem. Nothing has changed in decades. There is constant lip service from management and company-wide emails with pretty words that stating that they care about their employees. But have you actually seen your company follow through on these words? Watch what they do. Words without action are meaningless. So, there is a change coming, and most businesses are not ready for it. So let's dive into millennials. So, millennials will be the majority of the workforce within the next 7 years. There'll be more millennials working than baby boomers and Generation X combined. Let that sink in for a minute. It is time for an historical shift in how businesses are operated. Millennials are showing the rest of the workforce that the status quo of business operations is becoming obsolete, and they don't want to work for companies who treat employees as expendable. They have found all of the discriminations, the flaws, the inappropriate behaviors, the dishonest interactions, and they just aren't putting up with them. So, my generation has learned from the baby boomers. They were our role models. And we have not stopped these bad behaviors. In fact, we as a generation, we've been beaten down for years with the economy, our jobs, losing our houses to foreclosure, and even stagnant wages, which, by the way, is one of the factors of the widening inequality gap in the United States, which is a topic we will discuss in a later video. Now, I am on the younger side of Generation X, and I am here to tell my generation that it's time to wake up. I feel the need at this point to give a movie reference of The Matrix and Neo and the red pill and the blue pill. Which one do you want to take? Well, if we want to take and go into the future, it's time to take the red pill because change is coming, and we need to be ready for it. And we need to listen and learn from the millennials. Now, the command control culture, which also relates to strict father morality, has become or is the backbone of many businesses. But this type of culture is not going to work in the future. Businesses need to create cultures that engage and cultivate their employees. They don't want to be yelled at and shamed to get their work done. That's not the way it's going to work in the future. Millennials want equality. They want a nurturing culture. So let's look at the differences in the generations to understand how we got to this point. So as you can see on your screen, we have baby boomers, Generation X, and millennials. I really want to focus on the bottom line here. The baby boomers live to work. Generation X work to live, but millennials are working to make a contribution to the world. They're also generous and they crave community and they want meaningful work and they're job jumping because of the bad culture. Look at the differences there. So what makes millennials so special? For one, they are more diverse and tolerant of races and groups than any other generation, with 44.2% of them being part of a minority race or ethnic group. They are generous and they take care of their own. Example is GoFundMe. I've seen people lose their jobs and people all come together so that these people can get their health insurance or be able to get their bills paid. And they hope to be the next great generation to turn around all the wrong they see in this world today. They don't want to work for bad managers. They don't want bad cultures, such as adult bullies, hostile work environments, acting like you're in high school with cliques. And of course, they don't like any discrimination. So, this generation, the millennials, are going to be the majority of the workforce within the next 7 years. This is a shift that businesses, companies have never seen before. What got them to 2018 is not going to get them to 2025 and beyond. So we got to start thinking about this equality, nurturing culture. We're going to have to do something that may be very difficult for some people. We are going to have to learn how to build trust from the ground up. We are going to have to start thinking about the greater good, the common good, not just the individual good. So, thank you so much for joining me today. And next week, we're going to continue our journey into the business case for kindness. I want everybody to remember, without kindness and respect, there is little trust. Without trust, the team will crumble. I hope you have a great week, and thank you for joining me. Next week, we will dive into more. Thank you.